guys, Rob from the Off-Grid Tiny House. Just taking a break here. I got the bed set up. I got place vacuumed. You can hear that noise in the background. That is the Auric XL professional air cleaner, electronic air cleaner on high running in the tiny house. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it on high the entire day, completely powered off the grid by my solar. And that way it's going to go through and clean, cycle the air in the tiny house multiple times through the air cleaner and get rid of any possible nasties, okay? Now I closed up all the windows in here because it is supposed to be a pretty hot day. And the other reason why I'm laying in bed is I'm getting the feel of the airflow for sleeping. Now obviously I don't have to run it on high where I'm listening to that noise all night. I can drop it down to medium or even silent for sleeping. I can sleep with a fan running. I don't know about some people. Some people need to sleep with a fan running. I'll probably drop it down to medium so the noise level drops in half. And then it's got just a comfortable breeze blowing through here, and going from there. Now I'm not entirely sure how long I could run that off the grid on my current battery system. I'm still waiting on, the supplier said end of July they'd have a couple more batteries for me, but no batteries just yet, guys. So whether I even get batteries this year, at this point now, with that news, is kind of disturbing. So having to switch to another brand would be very costly, because then I basically, because you can't oh, there it goes popping. You can't mix and match batteries for lithium. It's just not the way to go. So you can't mix different brands and different BMSs. It's not advised whatsoever. So hopefully, cross our fingers, guys, I can get 2 more 100 amp hour same brand LiPos, and then if I'm able to get that, I can then start tearing down my solar setup and rebuilding it in a safe condition where I have my sand and all that stuff. Now, if that does happen, I'm going to be running the wood stove probably around the clock, because I have to dry out the moisture from the sand, any moisture that may be in the bags of sand that I bought. I bought those aluminum pans, so I'd set those on the wood stove, fill them with sand, and let them kind of just cook and bake off, to remove any moisture from them. And once that's done, I can then put it into the battery box. Now, what is the whole purpose of sand and lithium batteries? Well, if it's a safety thing, it's insurance. So let's say your lithium battery has some kind of major malfunction where the BMS fails and it's taken on, and maybe your charge controller puts a little bit more in than it's supposed to. The lithium could blow out and burn your place down, basically, right? So not a good thing. So especially since it's only a couple feet from my head when I'm sleeping. Not that it'll be charging at night or anything, but let's say just something happens and it goes up. The sand basically insulates and suffocates the battery safely, passively, from any possible fire, explosion type of deal. And you have to use sand because the temperatures these lithium batteries reach are extremely high, okay, when they go up. It's like a magnesium fire starter or fire steel, guys. You shave off magnesium at 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit. It's probably around that temperature what those LiPos go up for. So that's why I'm doing it. It was recommended to me by High Tech Guy 18 Stu. He kind of gave me the gist of how to do it. So we're just waiting on the batteries, of course, now. I have the money saved back for them. And that should be it for the solar setup, because once I have the extra capacity, guys, things will run a lot smoother. I'll be able to run some 120 volt equipment throughout the night. I'll be able to leave my inverter on overnight without it hopefully phantom drawing and drawing too much stuff. But mainly for the air cleaner, that would be running continuously like it is now. That's the goal. But I've noticed a huge difference already, guys. It's been about an hour and a half here with the the Auric XL electronic air cleaner cleaning the tiny house up. Very happy, very happy. So the other reason I'm laying in bed here for the relaxes, guys, I apologize, I haven't been making prepping videos. And you kind of see why. I had issues with the tiny house where I discovered major faults in the construction, where we had rusted out rivets allowing rainwater in, making mold. We've had spray foam areas that weren't covering my aluminum roof, which then caused condensation. Okay, because when hot meets cold, you get condensation. That water hits the wood and it makes the wood damp, and now you make it a nice nest for mold. So I've gone through and I've you know, foamed and rocker guarded everything. We have no rain in sight for a while, so I kind of need a decent rainfall here at the off-grid tiny house to, again, test everything, all my work here, to make sure we're sealed. And also, I'm basically doing a kind of a lazy Friday today, so I'm shooting videos, but that's not really lazy. And oh, it's popping, catching more stuff in the air. So I still have some insulating to do, some wall panels got to go up. Eventually, when I get everything done, I'm going to buy some paint and stain, get this window trim stained properly, get the paint on the walls, and freshen up the place, okay? And I still got a ton of wiring to do. And the beautiful part about this whole repair is I'm able to use either side of the stuff I've repaired. I made a little cavity, a chase, and I'm going to run all my wiring and my lighting and whatever down the tiny house through both sides of the chase, and then that way I'm good to go. Later on I could think about a ceiling. It's not a big concern for me whatsoever, but the water infiltration and the mold was a huge concern, and I thought it was going to be worse than what it actually was, believe it or not. I thought the floors, the subfloors, were going to be all ripped up in here and be gone and start all over. I'd never infiltrated that deeply, so that's good. Really happy about that. So other than the bathroom, the subfloor that I gotta cut into and see the damage and possible mold, that's what I'm at right now.